Hi, I'm Mark Gaylor, Sony Alpha Ambassador, and in this series of short video tutorials we're going to deep dive into Sony's new menus that we see on cameras such as the A7 IV and the Alpha 1. So without much further ado, let's get started. There is a very useful focus feature on the Sony Alpha cameras called Focus Magnifier. So we'll go to the AF/MF tab, page 4, Focus Assistant, and there you'll see it on the top row, Auto Magnifier in MF. It is off by default, but it is a very useful feature just to leave in the on state. It will only take action when we switch the camera or the lens into MF or manual focus mode. Now the way it will work is when we turn the focus ring, it will magnify the view to help us acquire sharp focus in that specific area of the subject. We'll also see in a couple of line items down, initial focus magnification. You can set that as 1. It will just draw a box around the area. It will then magnify, and then by going into the focus magnifier, it'll magnify that area of the scene. Now you can leave it set at 1 because I'll show you how we can decide where to magnify the view without going through that process. Okay, so we'll switch Auto Magnifier in MF to on, and then what we're going to do is assign it to a custom key. Because it is a useful feature, you don't want to deep dive into the menu each time you want to access this feature. So we'll go to the yellow setup menu, page 3, Operation Customize, Customize keys for still shooting. I'm going to assign it to the center button on the back of the camera. Now it is a little bit tricky to find this option because it's in one of 32 pages of options that you can assign to that center button inside that rear control wheel there. So there it is on page 23. Once you've done that, you can, once you want to use the focus magnifier, you don't have to go into the menu. Remember, it's on that center button, or if you have touch operation enabled, you can simply double tap the area of the screen that you want to magnify and you'll go into that area. This is incredibly useful for landscape shooters who are trying to set maybe the hyperfocal distance in their scene. So you might set it at just 4 or 5 meters away from the camera, but you want to magnify the view so you can check the focus is sharp on the nearest subject and the furthest subject. That is quite difficult unless you actually magnify the scene on the viewfinder. Now if you are pressing that center button, you will once you go from the 1 times view, you'll go into 5.5 on this A7 IV. If you press the center button a second time, you'll go into 11 times magnification, and that will help you get critical focus. If you found this information useful, head over to patreon.com/Mark Gaylor. I'm offering an Alpha Creative Skills support channel where you can download a 500-page camera-specific ebook, and I've covered most of the late model Alpha cameras. You'll also be able to download a camset file if you own one of the later model Alphas. You'll be able to set up your entire camera with just a single file copied to a memory card. I also offer additional ebooks for people to download to help them master the skills of creative photography, and also a range of 1-hour seminars that look at the using the camera gear to the best effect and also to build up your skills of photography in general. So head over to patreon.com/Mark Gaylor.